Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk to you today about being a phenomenal friend, and I have 14 ways on how you can do just that, or how you can know you have found a phenomenal friend. I think this is useful. So let's dive right in. Number 1, genuinely give a shit about your friends. This had to be number 1, because if you're hanging out with someone and you don't genuinely care for them, it's sad or narcissistic. And it happens more than we think. Like when you stop and people watch, you'll see it. And it's as unsettling to watch as it is to be on the receiving end of someone who doesn't care. So call it growing up or figuring things out. There really is no excuse for using or manipulating another person and calling it friendship. And I, for one, have definitely developed a talent for sniffing and snuffing out a phony. I just don't have time, the patience, respect for it anymore, and I am developing boundaries. So be real with yourself and check that it's not you being the phony or that you don't have one in your tribe. And just for clarity's sake, being genuine translates into genuine care, kindness, love, and respect. So seek out a sisterhood or brotherhood or group where this kind of care is the norm, and then you'll have a squad to slay. Like Tay-Tays, any day. 2, be fully present. For the love of true and present soul-to-soul connection, put your goddamn phone away. If you are someone who is even slightly distracted by your phone when you're with friends, this one definitely applies to you, and not just for taking pictures, but think of it this way. Someone who is glancing away and giving half-assed responses in a conversation, they seem shady, and you'd rather not be having that conversation. You'd rather be having it with a brick wall. And the worst part is, especially when they answer a deep and meaningful question with like a yes or no or nonchalant, yeah, same kind of response, like, so don't be that guy yourself. We actually get so much more real enjoyment out of our encounters, not just friends, all encounters, when we are truly present in the moment, in the here and now. Because those people in front of you might not be there forever. And when we can keep that in mind, it puts everything into perspective. Number 3 is a big one. Congrats over competition. Because when we are truly present with our friends, there is no room for the unhealthy kind of competition. If you feel competition rising in you when someone has something amazing to share, see it as a red flag for you to actually go and work on that, so that you can have a mindset shift, so that you can own your own stuff, exactly who you are, exactly your goals, and respect yourself and your journey enough to celebrate someone else's achievement towards their goal. Allow it to put fire into your goal without diffusing someone else's, because that's what you would want in return. So say congratulations and really mean it. Winners celebrate winners, and they admire that group collective of self-worth growing. So remember, there are friends who are just friends, and then there are friends who are your biggest cheerleaders. 4, lift each other up. So apart from the congrats that you're giving your girl when she hits a major goal, also be the bestie that lifts her up for no other reason, just because you love her. So if she just looks damn cute that day, you tell her, because besides being a force of positive empowerment to someone else, you are also your own best motivation. And giving compliments always makes me feel so much better. So call, text, phone, share a post, tag, and celebrate your friends with a genuine, thoughtful encouragement. And side note, public praise is doubly effective. Just be sure that she's cool with the world knowing her business. 5, share and support. So my guiding idea about adult friendships is actually something that we learnt as kids, which is treat others how you would like to be treated. So would you love someone to share your post about the event that you're hosting so that you can get more people there so you can raise more money? Yeah, you would. What if a friend was to ask you if you were coping okay a month after a close family member had passed away, that they remembered a month after, even though the world seemingly goes on? That person has remembered your grief and has checked in on you. How sweet, how thoughtful, how compassionate. So be the supporter that you would want in your life, and be the sharer of good news, yours and theirs, often. Because support is words and actions. 6, know when to truth talk. Obviously, we don't want to wait until someone does good before we do good to them. However, if someone is making a habit of draining you for your strong shoulders and kind support, you need to call them out. You need to have an adult conversation about it. Because true friends do more than just tell each other when their butt looks big. By the way, your butt is fine. We just want you to feel confident and comfortable. An exceptional friend also truth talks about the challenges that they are facing rather than putting on a brave face for competition's sake. They also spill on the thing that might have helped them the most so that someone else struggling might not have to struggle as much. And they dive into the root of someone's consistent self-criticisms. They get to the heart of it to help that person heal. And then they declare this a drama-free zone, that it's up to that person to do their healing. But here in this circle, we lift each other. We come here to support each other. We don't come here to bitch about the work we don't want to do on ourselves. Clear the clutter in your friendships. It clears each other's minds, it clears each other's lives, and communication is open, honest, respectful, and from the heart. Open your heart, your ears, and your mouth in that order. And even though sometimes the truth can hurt, ultimately, it sets you free, and we all want a friendship of freedom. Number 7, know when to truce talk. Life, and therefore friendships, are far from perfect. So when a conversation or a situation does get heated or awkward, or if alcohol is involved, a little bit embarrassing, it's often better to take the role of a mediator rather than a debate captain. So first of all, pick your battles. You gotta let some stuff go every now and then and chalk it up to a bad week that they might be having, which you can ask them about in private later. Because contrary to popular belief, you don't have to have the last word to be heard. So if you've said your piece, take that sage advice and just shut it while you're ahead. Be the bigger person by knowing when you can be. Step into your self-awareness and do yourself and your friend the favor of keeping things factual. Take that compromise now, even if you still want to discuss the matter later. Being that one that can call truce teaches others how to treat you and each other. Leave the drama for the Real Housewives and your smoky eye, not your stink eye. 8, take the lead. Fence sitters and backseat drivers, this one's for you. You gotta start something. You are going to initiate something, organize something, and see it through like the team player that you are and that you need to be every now and then. It's not as hard as you think, and it might actually be fun. So if you can reframe it this way and think, there's nothing happening this weekend, so I get to start the group chat, decide where we eat or walk or chill or whatever. You define the time and you rock up like the rock star you will feel because you and your friends are now enjoying that karaoke reunion that you've all been saying you wanted to do for so long, but no one organized, and you did. Or you're all busting out on the D floor like it's 2002, or scheming how to get out of that escape room. Sometimes we gotta make memories by making the first move. No matter what anyone says, there is a leadership moment for everyone, and it's time you took yours. 9, Raincheck with respect. Okay, it's totally fine if every now and then you're not feeling up to attending pre-made plans for a number of different reasons. But even though it might be hard in the moment, try to reschedule with respect to the amount of effort that goes into sometimes planning and organizing get-togethers, no matter how many people are involved. Just know that you might be shattering some of your mates' excitement, so factor that into the apology. Do it in a timely manner too. That's a nice thing to do. You can totally expect some backlash if you are the type of person that messages half an hour before you're meant to be somewhere, so that person might already be en route to there with a nonchalant message that says decided to stay in and watch Netflix. Or worse, you completely stand someone up and then they see on your Instagram stories that you're somewhere else entirely. Not cool. Be cool by being respectful of other people's lives, time and the effort that goes into any kind of friend hangs. And if you have been a serial canceller, go back to 8. It's your time. Number 10, respect resolutions. One of the best things about friendships is being able to experience more through our friends' new growth through challenges, and sometimes stuff that is completely different from what is going on in our own lives. It's entertaining, enlightening, sometimes educational, and it can be bloody exciting. It keeps your mind open and curious and accepting of others in this big, wide, beautiful world. Too many chums who are just like us can become stale, or worse, become like failure buddies, where stagnation breeds for all the parties involved. So stay open to your pal's progression, be that career-wise, or as they start a family, or explore their sexuality, explore new tastes, start a new business, desires to personally develop, or even fashion changes. True friendship respects resolutions to change the whole way along, bumps and all, triumphs and everything in between. So find a tribe that does the same for you. 11, positive play. Are you lighting up a room when you walk into it or when you walk out of it? No, really. Considering your energy that you bring to a space is highlighted by friends who will pick up what you're putting down and react to it accordingly. So bring your best self. Bring positive vibes to your friend group and be that lifted spirit that encourages, listens, asks great questions, and plays. Whether you're 18 or 80 years old, everyone loves someone who brings the fun and is the life of the party in the best possible ways. So enjoy telling stories or jokes or having a dance or having a laugh, suggesting adventures, dancing, smiling, and enjoying yourself. Energy is contagious, and sometimes laughing with friends can feel like the best conversation that you've ever had, even if you actually didn't get any words out. It helps everyone involved move forward in their days, their weeks, with a lightness of heart and mood and spirit. So go ahead and play today. 12, have each other's back. In all the good friendship films, from like Beaches to Mean Girls, the people that have each other's backs trump in the end. They bring the heart, they mean something more. They matter and they last and they make a statement for what this friendship thing is all about. It's a league, it's a team, it's a brother from another mother, a sister from another mister, in any language. It is known that friendship enriches lives and it improves your health through a sense of belonging, stress relief, coping comfort through challenges. So be there when you said you would be. Be impeccable with your word by following through on doing what you said you would do. Be a go-giver, and where you have the guts to do so, stand up for what is right for your friends and what is right for your friends first, because good gal and guy pals are worth standing behind. 13, know the code and keep it. Okay, I'm ending on some heavy hitters, but it's better to be reminded here than in real life when it can get awkward AF. Call it girl code, squad code, the 4 agreements, whatever. We all have the lines in the sand and they need to be known. I'm a matter of fact kind of girl, so if I'm getting on with someone and building a good friendship with them, I'm going to tell them, and I'm going to tell them that I want it to continue. If they agree, and after a few catch-ups later, I'm careful to have it come up in the conversation, my ideas about friend code. It definitely stops the head trash kind of talk and the trust issues. And lucky for me, because I'm picking my tribe and I'm conscious of who I'm hanging out with, they agree and we can all have a laugh about it and move on happily. But it's from a clashing of codes that I learned how to do this. You have to trust your gut and each other and know each other's boundaries so that you can respect them. It might be a hard no on infidelity and secrets spilling outside the squad. Do not love thy neighbor, do not collect $200, and do not call me again. Whatever it is, know the code and keep it, or make your exit swift and own the consequences. And finally, 14, assume the best and clarify the rest. You know when you haven't spoken to someone in a few weeks and then weeks become months and then oops, it's years since you've actually caught up? Stop And please do not immediately assume they hate you or have successfully ghosted you. It's a two-way street, Tim. Life happened. Stuff gets busy, and sometimes we deny ourselves the pleasure of hanging with our friends. We see it as the easiest thing in the list of something has to give. So instead of assuming the worst, assume the best. That it is indeed an innocent case of not making fun and friendship a priority. Then call up, meet up, and catch up for a heart-to-heart to clarify the rest. And if things don't pick up where they left off at the end of your chat, then go and heed point 6 and ask them what's up. And if that still doesn't break them down to opening up to you and being real with you, only then, with that clarity, can you decide if you've got the courage to actually end that friendship. But remember, nothing hurts more than wasted years of a true friendship discovered simply to be miscommunications and assumptions. Get back in touch, assume the best, and then clarify the rest. So I hope this has been helpful. Here's to squad goals, girl gangs, and best friends everywhere. Whether you're a team of 2 or 22, friendship is what we all make it. So let me know if I have missed something in the comments below. Share your secret sauce about what makes your friendship work, because that's what friends do. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.